Category updated. And I'm a Yoshi.
Rat
Yay!
is this. The rats are all like this. The rat goes like this. So the rat's like this. The normal rat is like this. That's the normal rat. Like this, like this. It sniffs. It's like this for quite a while. He's like this. And then maybe he sniffs. You are now a normal rat.
Oh, you want me to change back to normal? Back to normal, Kupo. Wait, God, no, I'm not Erica anymore. I did that for a year and it's still something that I have to get over. Good God. It's been a month already. I still do that. I'm sorry. I'm a mouse, not a Moogle right now. Those ticks stick with you, man. One moment. Ah, what to draw now? Gotta save this deck. I am also mentally adjusting over from doing games to art, so I have to decompress for a second here. You're still Erica on the inside. Trevor doesn't exist anymore. Oh no! The true identity death. Yeah, we should do some simple Mega Man robot stuff. That would be fun. Let me look up Beat and let me see how Beat looks. Mega Man Beat. Well, there's gonna be certain robots I would want to turn into, so the ones on the top of my head are things like Beat, which Red suggested, the spinny robots, which Ermin suggested yesterday. I'm thinking of the Reaver bots from Legends 1. Stuff like that. More of like a little minion bot that already exists in the game rather than designing my own robot master. Right now, I just want to do the little minion stuff. Sorry it's taking me a little bit here. Just grabbing some references now. I've got a good silly idea. I wonder if I can do a quick comic. I really miss how the images used to work on Google Images where you could just click on it and it opened that image in a new tab. Or right click it and do it if that didn't work and it was more simple. I can still right click and open a new tab, but now it's just like an extra layer down, so it's annoying. Okay, let me look through mine and Ermin's messages so I can see the robot that he shared. There it is. They're called Tellies. Okay. And we have the little mouse bot. It is kind of stinky. I think they did it so you can't easily rip images. Maybe. I mean, I can still just right click and save as those. I don't know if that really is why. We gotta get some music going here. It's been too quiet in here. That's what one of the things that's wrong. We don't have any music. And y'all have to hear very important music that I have to share with you. I only have the best music on my stream, regularly vetted to make sure that my chat only hears the best of the best. What am I drawing? Me, dressed up like Mega Man. Thought the body was a cannon barrel with their head poking out for a sec at first. Oh yeah, the sketches can always look funny. No. Look at those silly mouse ears. Real Music Hours, Love Redial. Bomberman's got some good music to it. Hey, Pi, welcome out. You saw an alert saying I was live at 4 a.m. while you were asleep and was like, oh, he's certainly done by now. I checked to see what you streamed, and here you are. Still at it. I am. We beat Mega Man 10 and 11. So now I'm doing some art. I hope you got some good sleep, Pi. Doing, doing the, 24-hour comic. So, Pi, you want to know something funny about the 24-hour comic? The funny thing about that comic is that that theme is not supposed to be draw what you did each hour of the day or something related to each hour of the day. The theme was supposed to be it's 24-hour comic day. See what kind of comic you can create in 24 hours. That was what it was. But Katie, from the person that writes Awkward Zombie, she did a different spin on it because she liked the different way to do it, where instead of seeing what one comic you could do in 24 hours, she just did like, oh, each hour this is just something that happened, and she did that for the day, like a quick sketch thing. And then Joel Tink liked that, and he did it, and then you liked Joel Tink's, and you did it. So I think it's funny that the original version of that changed into what it is now, and I've seen more people do it, so it's like an hour by hour thing. And I like that. I like that more, but it's just funny to me. What was your weird dream? The troll gag became a real thing. Yeah. You've had weirder, but the short version is I was in high school again, forgot my backpack, so I went to the car to get it. Once I did, there was a solar eclipse. While I'm looking at the sun, I bump into this gargantuan woman who gets wet at the touch, grabs my shoulder, and molds old Xehanort. Oh man, you've been playing Kingdom Hearts. That definitely sounds like a Kingdom Hearts plot, and not just because of the Xehanort name. Plot of Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh my No! So, Pi, I mentioned it earlier, and even though I have already played Legends 1 on stream, because I'm going through, like, the Mega Man games, I think I might play it again on stream and then go into Legends 2 after that, because we finished all the classic ones today. I'm not gonna do it like soon-ish because I'm going to be going through the X series of Mega Man first. And then like when we get done with those X and then ZX and then I think I'll do Legends 1 and 2 and then maybe the Battle Network games. The Battle Network games are long. That's what I was told. Yay, the game with the funny monkey. Yeah. Time to get turned into data. What's that smell? I think someone's burning something outside. That's what it smells like anyway. I just found a picture online that it's a joke that's been made over and over again, but it is so relevant and it, like, annoys me so bad. Look at this. Hi, I have this very specific problem that only the viewer and this person have. Anyone know how to fix it? Never mind, I fixed it 10 years ago. People that do not elaborate. Destroy them. I know, right? It's such a big pet peeve. It's somehow worse than the specific thread not getting any replies. Yeah, like, no replies is annoying, but then, like, when you just see someone and they solve the problem and they don't elaborate on any of it, even if it is just, I don't know what happened, it just started working, that at least lets me know that they don't know what happened and they still don't really have an answer, but they give me nothing, and it's worse, and it's awful. It's clearly a problem someone else has, and the thread goes cold, and it's been 3 years, so you know you're screwed. I would say that's another alternative to this that's really annoying is when you search up a thread and it's like, hey, does anyone have like a solution to this problem? And there's some suggestions given, and none of them work for you, and that thread has been locked, so no one can respond to it. So you make a new thread, being like, hey, I have this problem, none of this other stuff has worked, please help, what can I do? And then a moderator comes in, try using the search function. It exists for a reason. There are other threads about this. Thread locked. And, like, the only other thread is that one that you can't reply to that does not have the solution in it. Oh, man. So frustrating. I drew a comic about that a while back. In fact, I redid that comic. Let me pull it up. I'll show you the old one, and then I'll show you the new one. Yeah, the style change as well as my personality change is very, very apparent between both of those. Oh, I hate mods. Ignore the moderator sword next to this post. Yeah. Oh. No, it's okay. My other friend's a mod for my channel, and he knows how much I hate moderators because most of them are just power tripping. They abuse their power, and that's always frustrating. Oh, it's still here. Okay. Comment. Do I have stuff? I do. Let's see. Fox and Friends. Is it not here? Did I upload it, like, differently? Hang on, hang on. Maybe I didn't put it in there. Maybe it's after I left FA. I don't know. Hang on. When did I stop posting on FA? My last post on FA was May 30th, 2023. And I posted this remake December of that year. So yeah, it was after I stopped posting the FA that I remade the comic. Okay, so I think this is really interesting. Check it out. Here's the first comic I did. Look at my old art here. This comic is, let's see, I posted this up 11 years ago in 2014. Hosting and tech help. I figured out the problem to my computer. Haven't found this answer from searching Google. Here are the steps. Mod response. Don't post in old threads. Topic locked. Starting new thread. 4-year-long processor problem fixed. Mod response. The search bar exists for a reason. Similar topics already exist. Thread locked. I really dislike forum moderators. And this is back when I was a fox. But, yeah. But, so that was my first comic on it. Alright, so I redid that comic when I got, better at doing comics, my art and everything, and I thought that I could write it better. So here's the updated version. Hosting and I'm a mouse by this point. Hosting and tech help found the answer to the processor problem. Moderator, don't post in old threads. Topic locked. Starting new thread, 4-year long processor problem fixed. Moderators. So all of that's the same. Search bar exists for a reason. Similar topics already exist. Thread lock. And then I say, I fucking hate mods. Which is a far cry from I really dislike forum moderators. I fucking hate mods. Don't you love that difference? I do. I also think that this is really good. Like, look at this. So I use 1, 2, 3, 4 panels here, and the layout's fine. It's easily readable. And I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I add an extra panel here, but it's roughly the same amount of space. But I think the layout is a lot better. Not to mention that the text is more easily legible in this one. It's both a remake and a stealth sequel, showing the problem never improved with time. Where is... There it is. Okay. Now to pull up the references again. I don't think my art has improved much over the last few years compared to earlier when I was posting online, but I do think my art has gotten better. But you go back and look at some of my old stuff, it's very, very apparent. Let me see if I can find some old stuff I did. Really old. Like, starting out digitally. Yeah, I had a friend that, like, when I would draw, he would try to watch me to see what I was doing when he drew. And this was a picture I did. So this was back when I was a fox. Oh man, look at this avatar I drew for myself. Look how blocky those shoulders are, and they go so far off to the sides, and they're not equivalent at all. But, you know, I always try to do the expressions with the ears and whatnot. This was 12 years ago, 2013. Exactly what you do. Oh no, I broke it. No, no, Patrick, you did it. I did? Yeah! Yeah! Touchdown! I was really practicing poses in these early pictures. And I hadn't quite, like, got the style to look right yet either. You know, I can look at these and I honestly don't think that they're bad, but I've definitely gotten a lot better. And everyone, like, improves over time. I know a lot of people hate looking back at their own artwork like this, and I see this old artwork and I understand that feeling, but I think the old stuff that you've made is a really good indicator of progress that you have made on your journey. Not only that, there are so many art rules and style tips and stuff to keep up with. Sometimes some of those things fall to the wayside and I forget about them. When I look through my own art, I'm like, oh, that's right. I did this little thing. That was pretty cool actually. Maybe I should bring that back. Like your old art can help inspire your new art. It is great motivation. It might be hard to look at, but that's a good thing because you know that you've gotten better. It's great. I love that. I would like to improve my own art faster somehow, but I know it'll take time. Sometimes you will move faster than you will at other times. There are things you can do to get better, and there are always like different tips. I don't know what kind of art you're trying to make because there's different type of art. When I think of art and making it, I think of like characters because I draw characters all the time. I don't really do background art and stuff. That's something that's hard for me, but I try to do better at it, right? So I don't know where you can look except for life if you're trying to capture like the environment or something, but I can tell you from my own experience, if you want to improve at character art very quickly, you should do every day that is feasible, meaning mentally and physically that you can do it. Sometimes you might need to push yourself, but you know, take it easy, do it at your own pace. You should do figure drawing and gesture drawing. Here, figure drawing and gesture drawing. That. Those two things combined together will improve your character art so quick. It won't feel like it at first, but I promise. So, what those two things are is gesture drawing are very quick sketches that you do in 30 seconds to 5 minutes. And you're trying to capture the pose of someone in that time. You know, the action that as they're walking, you're trying to convey the action of them walking on screen on your art pad really quickly. Gesture drawing helps you very quickly recognize form and then put it on paper. Figure drawing is the opposite of that, where you're spending like 30 minutes to 2 hours drawing someone trying to capture the details. When you combine both of those together, it improves your character art so fast. So, that's something that helped me a lot in college. And it's something I would highly recommend for anyone who wants to improve quickly. I agree, you should do gesture drawing every day. I do need to draw more gestures. I need to make a PNG tuber of that for myself. Oh, here's another one. You'll see a lot of these early ones, me as a fox. Where my last name comes from, I was a fox, Trevor Fox. I think mouse fits me a lot better. Oh, here's a funny Link picture that I drew because I was kind of I was copying his expression from like the Ocarina of Time 3DS, and I thought Link looked really funny when he was like staring at something. So here was my drawing for that. That was something that I try it. So I had a couple of series that every time I improved at art, I tried to revisit the image. This is one of them that I tried to revisit when my art got better. So like I would redraw it, try and push the expression more. I don't, and there's one I did after this, which, I think this one probably looks the best, even though this next one is newer. It's got colored lines and stuff like that, but I don't think it looks as good. This one. That joke, that's been a joke since the N64 days. Even Link knows he looks like a doofus. It's like, oh shit, I just did that in front of Saria during her heart to heart. Run! No wonder he slowly backed off. Hey, Love Train, welcome out. Fred is on time. I feel like that original one has that kind of early Newgrounds vibe. Yeah, I can see that. But you want to know my favorite Link picture that I've done? I guess it's my favorite few. This one. This one. And of course, this one. This one is just really good, just knowing he can't take the mask off. That's just who Link is now. I love that. Tick, 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 tick. Hey, all, welcome out. Leem! I can't believe you said that while I was a Stratazon. I know for a fact you love that form. Okay. Welcome out, all. It's good to see ya. Yeah, but it's not Leem. Fair. Okay, so I've got a friend that sends me Twitter links now and then, for the picture or whatever's posted there. But he doesn't send them to me through, X.com or FixUpX, whatever. There are a few alternatives to that now. And one of them is girlcockx.com. So he always sends them to me with that fucking link in the URL, and it cracks me up. Uh, I'll see what I can do about my art. I do want to do characters. I don't think it's my only problem, but I'll try the drawing exercises. And I'll tell you this too. It can be frustrating. Some days nothing will work. Some days everything will work. You will have good moments with it and bad moments. But I think the most important thing is that you're doing it because you want to do it, and maybe you enjoy doing it too. I think those are the most important things there. And always keep that in mind. It's something I try to stress to people that get caught up in the social media game numbers. It's like, oh, I posted this thing and it didn't get any likes or anything. Yes, that is disheartening, and it sucks. I will never deny that. But that is why it is so important that you do art, because you want to do it. You are doing something not for the numbers, not for any clout. You do it because you enjoy it and you like it and you want to do it and you've made something. Just always keep that perspective. I think that is something that is really important that can keep you from going crazy with it. Sorry, you need to send me facial ID in order to let you change back. I don't have it. Okay, I've got to extend the canvas. There we go. I wanted to do this just because I thought the name Robot Scruncher was really funny. I'm off. Y'all take care. Well, thank you for being here, Pulp. I appreciate it. You have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. I've built up a furry audience, but I will shamelessly draw Iris post TF over and over and over again because I like to. If I was trying to sell a product to my audience, okay, sure, but my art is free, so you'll get what I make, damn it. Yeah, and I think that's really important. You need to make what you like. That is the most important thing. And even if some people don't like it, others will, and you'll gather a crowd because you are being yourself. You'll gather that crowd for you. I think some people pigeonhole themselves too much where they draw something and then they feel like they have to draw it. I don't draw TF art because it's like very niche and there's a demand for it. I draw it because I love TF. I see other people where they get really tired of drawing it and they don't only want to draw that and they want to do other stuff, and that's perfectly fine. That is absolutely okay. They can do that. I feel bad for them that they feel trapped. It's an awful feeling. But I have been asked if I get tired of drawing TF. Maybe there's some days I don't feel like doing the sequences, but I love transformation. That's why I started drawing it. The fact that like I could find other people that like it and I can like make some money drawing it for other people, that's wonderful. I really love drawing that. I've always enjoyed transformation. I'm happy others do too. I want Wiley to laugh like Cackletta. Something like that, you know. Okay, Pi, here's a question for you. Because I know people view it differently. Do you not consider yourself a furry? Much better. Historically, I don't. Right now, I don't really know. If I ever make a Sona, maybe. But at the moment, I'm pretty comfy in the way 2 in the TF art field. Alright, that's perfectly fair. Um, for me, personally, I've always been one. Ever since I was born. And I say that in the sense of I am someone that has always liked anthropomorphic characters, even as a little kid. Whenever I saw Disney's Robin Hood movie and SWAT cats on TV, I didn't I didn't feel like, "Oh my god, this is new and amazing." Instead, the feeling was more like, "Oh yes, this is correct. I want more things to be like this. Why aren't more things like this?" Which is why I say I've always been one, because I have always been drawn to those types of characters and that type of art. Sure, I didn't discover it until a certain point, but like, it's just been like a very innate thing for me. Just something I like and I enjoy. And, I do remember being in high school and finding out what a furry is and stuff like that. And at first, I was really religious and stuff. I didn't want to consider myself a furry because there's a lot of sex attached to that. Whether it's, sexual art or whatever. So I'm like, I don't really, like, I do like this stuff, but I don't know if I really want to, like, take on that label. And eventually, it just didn't matter anymore to me. It's like, no, I like this stuff. I just enjoy it. I'm a furry. I'm okay with that. And I've been getting more comfortable, with like more explicit stuff over time anyway. It's just, it took a while. And if anyone doesn't like explicit stuff, that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own taste with it. Just, it's really easy for me to fall into like a judgmental type of mindset, and I try really hard not to do that. And that's all I would ask of other people too. Like, okay, I respect that you don't like this. Don't judge me too hard because I do, though. I still don't really care about 80 to 90% of other furry stuff if I cannot incorporate it into TF, but I surround myself with furries and make stuff they enjoy, so how much can I deny? And ultimately, though, it is down to you. If it's just a label you don't want to take on, you don't have to take it on, even if you are around it a lot. Just do what you like doing. Again, that's the most important part. Should I call him like I'm Mega Man, but I really want to just say you walked right into my trap, Megan Man, just because it's stupid and it makes me laugh. Megan Man, that's even better than Meg a Man. I really want to just say Megan Man because it's funny and dumb, and people are gonna think that I typoed it and it was all on purpose. Yeah. Perfect. I think that's good. I turned into one of the spinning robots from Mega Man. They're called Tellies. You know, Wily doesn't have a theme like this. You think that's why he loses? I'm gonna listen to this song, and then I think I'm gonna pull up some videos for us to watch. Of course, the hedgehog who votes Chow is the cutest sonic critter and will listen to Chow Garden music. Listen to that. Do 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 do. Eh Wow. 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 Have any of y'all ever seen Chad Tronic? He's got a bunch of different types of videos, but he's got some really fun ones making fun of things being sensationalized on the news for no reason. I like Chad. He's got a pretty light-hearted and fun way to present the information. By the way, he's making a game right now. Since we just listened to Chow Garden music, he's making a game that's all about being like Chow Garden. I can't remember the name of it. Let me see if he's got it here. I think he should have like a game update thing here. Hang on. Hoglings. That's it. That's the game he's working on making. He's been working on it for a bit now. You get him mixed up with Nitro Rat a lot? Oh, I haven't heard of him before. Oh, wait. No sound. Should be sound now. There we go. Hey, Niru. Welcome out. Good to see you. Working on some art while watching Chadtronic. Oh, I would probably edit that out. You have to screen everything. I do wonder what happened. I feel like it was someone, like, in the development of it that was just disgruntled with work and they put that line in there. What's today? Kill James? Hmm. Hmm. He just pulls it up. Death Threat Elmo! That's my favorite. Was it supposed to say something else? Yes, it was. They played the original line earlier for what it was supposed to say. It was like, who wants to use the potty? Chad always doing these silly, like, little skits. The Lulu sure do love their child soldiers. They indoctrinate them young. How do you feel about the rise of child soldiers? We need more of them! Chad freaking out. Chad freaking out because his cat's walking on his book. Cats like to do that. Whoa, look at that line. Yeah, lots of graphics. Who wants to play Spec Ops? No! Not Spec Ops. Not the most mediocre third-person shooter ever. Gaming gurus. Fox News, not Fox News Fox, and not Fox or Fox Founders off Fox. Chad, he makes his videos fun. I like his stuff. I kind of miss these videos that people would do where it was more lighthearted and they're just kind of poking fun at stuff with people not having common sense. These crazy news reports. There will always be people who lack common sense. It's fun to see that we were still doing this back in the DS era. I know, right? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Digimon? Mon? Wouldn't that be nice? I think you're ugly. I think you're ugly. Someone doesn't like frogs. The Emoji Movie is awful. Frog. Why does that look so stuffed? I don't know. Okay. So, Niru only has a couple of hours right now, so he is ready. I'm gonna move over and I'm gonna play some Elden Ring with Niru now. We got this comic sketched out. I get to line it now. It'll be a fun one. me being Mega Man and then getting crushed and turned into a telly robot at the end. I think that's fun. Alright, let's switch over to Elden Bling.